Let's welcome now Rachel Fiset, attorney and legal analyst. Rachel, thank you so much for being here. So former President Trump is charged in a civil suit for overinflating his assets, as you know. How common is a charge like this, and how does the defense disprove it?
This is not an incredibly common charge, but it is one that is based on the records and financial statements. And here they're alleging years of misrepresentations relating to those financial statements, basically so that Trump could get loans at lower interest rates by having more assets. So that is the liability that has already been shown. The judge has already ruled on what is called a summary judgment motion that Trump did that. So there are a few other fraud allegations that will go forward in this case, but mostly this case is a damages trial, meaning the liability has been set that those misrepresentations were made. And now what does Trump owe as a result?
Got it. So Mr. Trump says none of the banks he dealt with lost money. Everyone was paid back. If his attorneys argue that, Rachel, is a judge likely to consider it?
That's not what the issue is. The issue isn't whether the banks were paid back. The issue is whether he made the statements and the representations that were false. So that is the issue. Now, as to damages, it may come in that's decent information that if the banks were paid back and did not lose money as a result of his fraud, that the damages could be lessened. But that's not the issue at hand, because the regulators and the state lawmakers can't allow fraud to go forward as they see it, even if there is what is called a victimless crime.
Understood. So this is a bench trial. What might that mean for Mr. Trump? Is that more or less favorable than having a jury in your view?
I think in this instance, the bench trial, meaning there is no jury, there is just a judge deciding, and the judge has already decided in favor of the Attorney General's office for summary judgment. That does mean the judge sees the liability. I think the judge will be open as to the damages and the amount, and the trial is going forward. But I don't think that this judge is waiting to do Mr. Trump any favors.
It certainly doesn't sound like it. There is a long list of potential witnesses here. Does this mean this trial has the potential to be incredibly lengthy?
This trial could be months long. A bench trial will go more quickly than a jury trial would, but as they are on financial statements and monetary amounts, this will be a bit painstaking in going through all of the evidence that the judge must see in order to come to a resolution as to how much money is owed.
All right, we'll see what that resolution may be. Attorney and legal analyst Rachel Fiset, always a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.